Dun dun dun. We are here back at Blake Manor for the Séance. Odd Garrett is here, asking for a recap. Very well. Oh, actually, before I start, okay, so, I guess spoilers for 12 minutes, if there was anybody who was planning on playing that, as well as spoilers for Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, which I also just finished, but they actually have the same but in 12 minutes, the whole game takes place inside of your head. Like, I didn't realize this until I went and looked up more stuff, because I'm like, this game was just weird and confusing, and I don't get it. There's a bunch of, like, stuff that I missed or didn't pay attention to. One of the things is that when you first walk in, the two paintings that are in the hallway on the way to your apartment, one of them is of a red book on a shelf, and the other is a painting of a dahlia. And the paintings inside your house actually change as you gain knowledge of what's going on and what was going on in the past, because there's, like, two trees, and then when you find out that your wife is pregnant, there's a third tree, and then when, like, other stuff happens, like the trees start to wither and die, and there's a bunch of stuff in there, and it's like, oh, the whole thing is actually kind of like taking place in your head, so there's no telling, like, what actually happened at all in that game, like, it's weird. Like, it's weird that it worked out well in Lorelei and did not really work out that well in 12 minutes, but whatever. Anyway, back to Blake Manor. So actually, I think I'll jump in and review for myself as well, because the thing with the UI does give you a lot of information that I haven't necessarily been reading all of it. So the very, very beginning is we are whatever my name is. What is my name? Deacon Frost? Ward. Something Ward. Whatever. So we got an anonymous letter from someone saying, hey, I'm at Blake Manor, where there's going to be a seance on October 31st, and there's a young woman here who disappeared. He's like, I'm sure that she did not leave. Here is money. Please come quick and investigate. We seem to be some kind of investigator person. Also, this is taking place in West Ireland back in the 1800s. I actually never even looked at this. Did I? Maybe I did. So we showed up at the manor. Did not tell them explicitly why we're here. Got a room for the week and are hanging out there and are gradually meeting the people who are here. Who almost everyone here seems to be here for these events that are going on leading up to the seance. A bunch of people are giving talks, and then there's going to be a seance on the 31st. There is some kind of weird device in the lobby that as... there are two people already who I have convinced not to go to the seance, and each time I did, the gauge on here went down. I don't know if it seems like there's maybe a very open-ended game where it's possible to get like a perfect ending by solving everyone's problems and getting them all to not go. But so far, the main people that we've talked to have been Mr. Toussaint, who is a skeptic, who showed up mainly to investigating this person, who he's like, he doesn't seem to not believe in magic powers, but he's like, she for sure doesn't have any. And you find out that no, she doesn't. And she was either she either did... We found that she had a list of, like, potential targets and had circled Evelyn Dean, the person we're looking for, and that she has, like, a syringe and medication to knock someone out, and instructions on how to ritually kill someone and eat their heart in order to gain their powers. And we confronted her with that, and she's like, yeah, I guess I was going to do that, but now I won't. Because he wrote up some kind of, like... he gave us some notes to hand to her, and the notes were like, you know, if you eat someone's heart, you go to hell, or something. It was a little weird. I don't quite get it. Also, our first night sleeping here, we're only on day 2, and I think there are only 4 days total, maybe even 3 days total. Yeah, because Sunday is going to be the séance, right? Sunday might be the séance, so there's only 3 days. But I wanted to kind of go through here too. There's all of these things that you can read and the connections that he makes in his mind that tell you how they are connected. One of the main things we're trying to figure out now is the room that she was staying in, which seems to have disappeared, and I just made it reappear. That's the other thing I was about to say. The first night that we spent here, we had a dream where we were able to, like, cast spells. We were able to trace these occult-looking patterns in order to make things happen, and now we're finding that we can do it in the real world, because there was a doorway that was hidden. There was just a wall there, but because there were a couple marks on it, we traced the marks, and that caused the door to reappear. We've already found a... We found a sealed passage that had some bones in it, and we found out through research that those were the bones of someone who, one of the older Blakes from generations ago, was angry at a maid who, let me unplug this. I'm not doing a great job summarizing this succinctly, but it's very wide-reaching. There's a lot of stuff that we're finding. We found through some research that one of the older imprisoned her alive because he was upset that she had a fiance and wouldn't sleep with him, and then he also imprisoned the fiance in another room, and we found those rooms and brought his bones and dumped them on top of her bones, and then the ghost showed up and they were happy. So I guess we're going to do a bunch of stuff like that. Right, so you get these... It's weird. This is the thing that's throwing me off, is I can't... If I go back to here, I can... Okay, I can... Okay, let's do each of these individually. If I investigate this seems to be completely done, because I solved it. We showed that the departure letter was forged. She did not write... she left a note saying that she was leaving, but it was not really her handwriting. The culprit is something we're trying to figure out, and I guess there are people who we have eliminated? Okay, and it's filling in, like, okay, he has a motive, and other people have, like, things that... Who is somebody here can't write, right? Him. He cannot write in English. Oh my gosh, you can even do this with every single person? Okay, yeah, there's just way too much stuff to... I guess I can't look at every single thing. There's way too much. Oh, wait. Okay, profile, verified... Okay, so anything that's green is a verified true connection. So, like, there is a staff. This is his profile. We know that he carries this staff. Part of his unusual attire, but something may actually connect these. Like, we find out that there's something specific that this staff and crown together, some significance that they have. She's already down there. Her, I don't really have anything on her. Just kidding. What's this? Oh, the Séance, because she is hosting it or something. Also, this is timed. Each thing that you look at costs 1 minute, and every hour on the hour, people can change where they are going to be. And we have notes of people telling us where they will be at certain times of the day. And we can even set alarms to remind, like, hey, this is... I had mentioned this in the beginning. I was like, oh, well, there's so many things to click on, and so many of them don't put you any closer to solving the mystery. So it's weird. Like, I'm not sure what the... But I guess the thing is, like, try not to look at things that are of no consequence. But this is of consequence. So this is the... I just cast a spell before we ended. I cast a spell on this door, and it appeared, and now I am going to go in. Somehow hidden somehow by a sigil, now revealed again. Oops, I don't know. Go in. There's a key in the lock. It seems to be a master key for this corridor, but why was it left here? What other mysteries does this room hold for me? Also, supernatural things have happened. There was a mirror that I was doing something in the room, and the mirror behind me just spontaneously broke. There was a ghost that I didn't notice on my... I kind of half noticed it on my first playthrough, and then when I went back and looked at the footage, it was like, yeah, there was totally a ghost there for like half a second that disappeared. Alright, so sure. Little of interest. And some things are free. Opening the... Oh, that was just that closing. So yeah, looking at the bed or under the bed takes 1 minute. Some other things are free. Sheets are loose as if the person making the bed was distracted or unskilled and ought to be fired. Up. A bottle of turpentine. What's that doing under here? What else? Oh. Scuff marks by the bed's legs. Looks like it's been recently moved. Oh, there's something painted under there, but I can't make it out. Well, then I shall move the bed, perhaps. I did. Bottle of turpentine. Looks like someone made an attempt to shift these markings or erase them. Markings painted onto the floor? I've seen this before. The symbol was in my dream, on the stone at the end. Though it is deformed here. A new shape seems to have been left by the deformation. Oh, now this is me learning to cast a new spell, kind of. Does this let me see into the past?
That sigil. It unlocked some kind of memory. Somebody painted this sigil under the bed on the night Miss Dean went missing. The same one from my dream. When they came back to remove it, they couldn't, and they magically sealed the room to cover their tracks. I have a hazy understanding of the sigil's intent somehow. It draws attention to the person above it, though attention of what I do not know. It brings them back to the dream, maybe. I'm unclear. It's as if I have memory that is not quite my own.
Macaulay. Oh, there's also, let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet. I often forget to check these things. What's this? Looks like some sort of figure made from sticks and twine. And is that horsehair? Why would this be here? An American dollar. No. It's been cleaned since its last use. Under the floorboards, there's a loose floorboard here. Is there something under it? It's a note. Start in the garden at autumn. Walk east to the junction, then north for 3. Turn west and walk for 2 junctions, then south for 1. It is kept behind the cornerstone, which is seen when you face the stairs. There's something else, too. A piece of paper stained with what exactly? What in God's name brought Miss Dean here in the first place? Another pattern, but what on earth am I supposed to draw this? Am I supposed to draw this time? Oh wait, are they're actually, oh, they're not even telling me what the pattern is. So if I don't know, then if I don't know, then that makes it much harder to draw. Something tells me this is not correct. No. Oh, haha, nothing gets past old Heaton. Reward? A wanted poster from Miss Barbosa. It looks as though she is wanted for arson in her homeland. She set fire to some prison carts? Huh, earlier this year. Arson. I did not realize just how dangerous Miss Barbosa was. Dangerous or foolish, but with fire, there's not much difference. How did Miss Dean get her hands on this anyway? So we're finding loads of information. Nothing under the rug. So lots of missable stuff, because I could have left without finding that little floorboard piece.
Oh, well. Hello there. I don't believe... Hold on. Isn't that... Yes, that's Evelyn. Miss Dean's room.
Is this a game over?
It is, isn't it? I'd forgotten, but I'm sure of it now. What were you doing in there?
Alright, once I get the... well, I can actually turn the whole thing up, right? Do. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell him the truth.
I'm looking into where Miss Dean has gone. Someone has reason to believe she's gone missing.
She's gone? I thought I hadn't seen her. But I suppose I was hoping I'd just missed her. I mean, I saw her late on Tuesday night. I didn't speak to her, but she didn't seem to be herself. She looked like she might have spent some significant time at the bar. She went towards the east tower behind you. I considered following her to see if she was all right, but, well, even drunk, she was faster than me with this blasted stick. Anyway, I'm not one to go chasing a woman, so... But if you believe something to have happened to her then, well, as I mentioned, she was out of it when I saw her. I'd say she was at the bar, and that is likely true. But she may well have been there getting something from the barman. The porter, Doyle. He's a bit of a user, and Evelyn always finds those. Anyone with a supply can share a supply. Maybe you can learn something from him?
Well, this is good information to have. Thank you. This will help.
I hope it does. Evelyn's a terror in her own right, but she doesn't deserve anything to happen to her.
So Miss Dean was wandering the grounds in a daze just prior to her disappearance. But what does this all mean? It's interesting, too, that I wonder if there are other times of day that I would not have had him stumble upon me, or had somebody else stumble upon me as I came out of the room. I do want to go to the grounds. Look at all this. Oh, so what? Oh, okay. So the think down there is probably saying, hey, you can now deduce which room was hers. Search the room, verify that Miss Dean had been staying here. I should exhaust the room. Ritual markings. I saw Mary, I understand. To lure the victim into a sleep state and draw their attention to something. All right, I actually missed that. I thought it was to draw people's attention to the person who was sleeping in the room. Trying to remove the marks and the turpentine. Showed me a vision. Attempted vision of someone trying to cover up the ritual. Miss Dean was seen wandering the halls in a daze. You noticed there's something. Mr. Ramiro, one of the guests. Alright. Miss Dean was seen wandering the southeast corridor in a daze caused by the ghosts. No, the sigil under her bed. I know what happened here.
It seems Miss Dean was wandering the halls in a magical stupor.
Scientifically proved.
Painted under her bed. What does this tell me about the culprit?
No plan. No.
It seems as if the culprit knows how to use magic to achieve their ends. Whatever those may be. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
I learned magic was used to lure her from her room, and now have a trail to follow. Cross-examining to figure out who the culprit is. Brought her to... good question. Culprit facts are on the left, character facts are on the right. Use these to eliminate any characters who don't match what you know with the culprit. Oh, okay. Alright, so I can, on this screen, start going, hey, he is... Oh, wait. Oh, R, eliminate. So I can go, hey, it's not him. You have a hunch this person isn't the culprit. Right. Is there anyone else who can't read? Don't know. She cannot use magic. Kind of want, yeah, where are the grounds? Wherever the grounds are, I want to go there. Because there was some reason that I had to want to go out there, and also now I want to go to the hedge maze. Good evening, blind. Oh, yeah, oh, I also have a master key now, so I can go in people's bedrooms. Shouldn't I? If I know they're not there? But I might get caught. Also, who is Mrs. Darcy? Do I care about her? People. Oh, there is no people. Darcy, 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 Darcy. Oh, I don't know anything about her. Yeah, let's go to the hedge maze. Main complaint with the game is that the culprit's page is not ordered by surname. Valid. I have a map. Walled garden? Is that where I wanted to go? Possibly. Or the courtyard? Courtyard or garden? Alright, go to either the northeast or southeast corridor. This is where I just was. Oh, I need to get downstairs, obviously. Library. Lobby. Stables? Didn't even know there were stables. I can check out the stables real quick.
Well, a new guest. You made your way here without my help then?
I did.
You'll be the stable master, I take it.
Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling.
Groundsman too. I trust your trip was a pleasant one.
I've had worse. The roads out here are more robust than back east. Pleased to meet you. What should I call you?
Ah, no, a conversationalist. I wasn't expecting that. If I'm spoken to as late as about that damn séance. Hunter, sir. Dara Hunter. Pleased to meet you too, though I didn't get your name.
It's Declan Ward.
Declan. I was
You're
calling him
against the
Deacon.
Séance, then?
No, not really. I just worry about her getting hurt. Them, you, the guests, I mean. Anyway, Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Analyze this man. He has gloves. Scent of oats and sugar. He's got treats for horses in his pockets. If I pretend to be a horse, maybe I could get some treats too. His fine blue scarf seems at odds with the rest of his attire. Outdoor working clothes, sturdy working clothes, and well worn in. He must spend a lot of time touching grass. What? What do you know of Marquess Blake's late wife? I didn't know the woman, I'm afraid. I was hired on after her death. Mrs. Joyce speaks well of her, though. What can you tell me about Blake Manor? What can I tell you? Well, not much wants to grow here, I'll say that. I can get a few plants to bloom in pots, but in the ground, there's a reason I keep things simple. Might be the water. But what's in that well out back is some of the best tasting water I've ever had, so I don't know. I notice there's a sugary smell about. Do you happen to have sugar cubes in your pockets? I do, and oats as well. For the horses, obviously. Our staff do get better fare than that. Ha! The horses trust me well enough, but it never hurts to have something to treat them with, especially when they're unsure of new people. That is a fine cravat you have there. A gift from a young friend I'd not seen in years. Everyone's here to see the dead, but it's brought the living back to me. Let's talk about... It seems like Mrs. Joyce is earning herself some ire. That sounds about right. Now, there's not much to do around here. New people make life a bit more interesting, and I sympathize with her on that, but she does have a habit of getting a bit too involved.
Huh. I'll be off.
Right you are.
I don't have a minute to spare petting you, horse. If you were a dog, I could be guilted into it by chat. But for a horse, nay. Get it? Get it? A message from a supplier. They're expecting a delivery on Sunday at 9 a.m. Another person has noted it should take them a few hours to move it all into the basement. Record kept by the stablemaster on the horse's health. A safe. I could ask him about it. Old stall door is badly damaged. I can pick up a screwdriver, might be useful for gaining access to certain areas in the hotel, should it come to that. Fantastic. Somewhat less impressive when seen in this environment. What do we have over here? Nothing. And what do we have over... Can I jump? No. Oh, I forgot I can detecto vision. Yeah, that makes things much easier. What about this? Oh, it's water. This, I don't think, is the hedge maze. No. Alright. Get to the courtyard from here, but first over here there is things. Supplies for the event, if you say so. Service door down to the basement, presumably for deliveries and the likes. It is locked. A bronze statue of a lady. It is not that old. A few years, perhaps? A dedication to Mary Blake, the Marquess's wife. Though taken from us too soon, she will live on in our hearts and lives through her kind and charitable deeds and ghost. So I could eavesdrop on them from over here.
They speak French over in Louisiana, don't they?
Oh, there's plenty of it in New Orleans, at least. Though, even the French speakers know enough English to deal with tourists. You wouldn't do too badly. And there are pockets of Irish people there, too.
Is that how you ended up here?
It is. I have, well, had a friend. She died not long ago. On her deathbed, she made me promise I'd bury her on her home soil. And so, I'm here.
And is she from around here? Is that how you ended up at the manor?
No, she's from the east, Louth. And no, I came here on the hope that the claims were real, that Miss Montavani could let us actually speak with the dead. I could feel her presence with me on the voyage here. I suspect her spirit resided with her ashes.
Resided? Have you lain her to rest, then?
No. Her ashes are in my room. But since coming here, it doesn't matter. I don't want to dwell on it with such good company.
Then why don't you go back to telling me more about New Orleans?
So he has some ashes of a departed friend in his room. And the ashes were acting suspicious. So the real thing that I was going to do is go off to the walled garden. So turn directly around, go this way. Take a left. Gardens. Yes. There was a thing here earlier blocking it off until 10 o'clock. Distracted looking eyes. Something about his eyes gives me the impression he's only half in the room, and the other half is in the bag. There are traces of a white substance around his pocket. Expensive attire, but nothing flashy. He's wealthy, but doesn't care if people know it or not. Walks leaning on a cane. He's leaning on that cane for support. The way he's standing leaves no doubt.
You again?
Yeah, me again. Are you aware there is a stain on your pocket, sir? Oh, so there is. It must be soap. I was told you are a thrill seeker. You've quite the reputation, you know. I've heard mention. I didn't think that was actually the case. Is it true you've had a number of near-death experiences? So it is true. I didn't know. It's nothing so grand, you know. Bad luck, and then knowing that there's an angel waiting at the veil. If you saw such a thing, you would understand. A being made of nothing but light. So much that to gaze upon it is to feel it light you up. You would understand, I think, if you felt it. It is almost worth the risk, meeting death, if I might find what it is that it wants. Almost, but there must be another way. He sounds a little out of it. True. Your cane. I hope it's nothing too serious. I was showing off while horse riding. What was I going to do? What was I going to do when... I was showing off while horse riding. What was I going to do when the mare spooked? Scared the daylights out of everyone, but I came out of it all right, aside from this. With luck, I'll be shot of it eventually. Timetable. Any plans? Well, the bar only opens in the evening, so I suppose I need other ways to entertain myself till then. I do hear the housekeeper serves drinks on the patio. Perhaps I'll spend the morning there. When I get bored of that, oh, there's lunch at 1. Starving is less interesting than you'd think. And Miss Callahan's talk at 3 seems livable, so I'll drop in on that. What else? Oh, yes, I've promised Mrs. Darcy a rematch of pool in the bar at 6. Now she makes a dull game fun. I didn't know you could misfire a ball that badly, but she certainly managed it. Of course, I won't be missing the ball. Maybe a bit of real fun in this place for once. As for tomorrow, I should go to the Mass at 12 and try to absolve myself of some of my sins. Not all of them, mind you. I don't want to be there all day. Actually, I might visit the graveyard after that. Come to think of it, isn't every graveyard visit a near-death experience? Yes? No? Oh, you could smile at least. I suppose I'll be in the bar in the evening, although I've already run 2 circles around the drinks menu. And then it's lunch at 1, dinner at 8. God, it really is all circles, isn't it? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, drink. Still, not long until the main event, eh? Even I should try to be sober for that. How about dreams? I swear this place is giving me the strangest dreams. Really? I haven't noticed anything like that. I don't think so, anyway. What's a strange dream when your dreams are always strange? But I can see how this place could inspire them. It's just something doesn't feel quite right here. Or maybe I'm just hungover. What about the ghost? Strange experiences around the manor, Mr. O'Meara? I could swear I have. Oh, you mean ghosts? You're not the first person to ask me that, actually. It seems like everyone's seeing things in this place. I haven't seen much, but I have this feeling that there are other people here. More than us guests. Don't you? Sometimes I do. Let's not take too much else. I feel like this is the same thing as haunting, saying strange occurrences, but I'll ask it anyway. Any strange events around this place? I would say so, and I don't think I'm the only one. I've heard people talking about it. But as for me, I had a glass of water by my bedside the other night, and I woke up in the night to find it boiling. I sat and watched the entire thing evaporate. I didn't feel scared or any of that, not with my guardian there. When it was done, I went back to sleep. The next day, I thought I dreamed it, except when I woke up that next morning, I found the glass empty, cracked and blackened.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Meara.
Don't let me keep you.
So this leads back inside. Oh, to the ballroom, which I haven't been to yet. Alright, so there's several entrances that bring you here. A torn cloth. Some torn material, thick cotton with some signs of decoration. A nightdress, maybe, perhaps? If so, then perhaps Miss Dean ventured through these gardens. Alright, where's my instructions? It's not what I wanted. Documents. Start in the garden at autumn. East to the junction, north for 3. Northwest, west, south. Cornerstone. So let me see if I can figure out what start in the garden at autumn means. Harvest of grapes. Well, there we go. East to the junction. Done. North. 1. 2. 3. West for 2 junctions. 2. I actually don't know, now that I think about it. Okay, yes, good, that is west. South for 1. As you face the stairs. Those stairs, I guess? So this cornerstone? Yes.
This is where the note from Miss Dean's room leads me. If I look in here, then... Found it.
Ah.
A strange book. It feels as though it's staring right through me.
Oskal. This sigil fills me with dread, but then it's overpowered by a sense of ambition. Are these emotions my own, or do they belong to someone else? Done. This sigil fills me with a deep sense of sadness, and the... Oh, the magic vision shouldn't show you this. Yeah, that's terrible. This sigil fills me with a deep sense of sadness and of the fear of being trapped. These emotions, I know they belong to someone else. Despite the modern-looking cover, these pages are old and rough. While they are dry, they smell of peat and moss. I can make out some Irish letters, but others are unfamiliar to me. I'm not sure what this was written with, but I have a fear it was not ink. Somebody has translated the sigils. Miss Dean, perhaps? The first one means to open, and the second means to close. Also written here is Scoil, release, but I see nothing of that name in these pages. Why on earth did she have this? Those symbols certainly seem like the ones I've been using, but what is their purpose? Yeah, so I guess with that in mind, maybe I will not go around slamming the magic vision button only when I am in a room and examining things and want to make sure I didn't miss something. Abandoned residence. It's firmly locked. So this was the ballroom over here? It's locked. Wow. Alright, I should try and pick up more of the trail. Or I should go talk to people. Oh, alright. So, I thought there were a lot of doors here, but there are not. So, where was the path here? Oops. So, it was this way, this way. This way. Down here was that. Oh, that's locked. Didn't realize. Didn't go through the stables. Came this way. Came this way. Went... But I don't think she went out into the gardens, because I didn't see anything out there. I seem to have lost the trail. Stables are there, and then he noted from this one. Okay, so she came this way, she didn't go to the stables. I think there would be anything here. Definitely lost the trail. Let's, oh wait, there are signs of the... Oh. Okay, let's go back out to the gardens. From here? Is there something else here that was knocked over? Nope. Alright. Oh, this chair. Okay, right. There was that chair. Or is the trail just going to lead to where she hid that book? Could be. Because I don't know where I would find anything else. It doesn't seem like there's anywhere else you can exit this. Oh, right, there's this. That was part of the trail. Maybe. Oh, here's another scrap. Torn material. Oh! I thought that I was at the hedge maze, and I'm like, okay, so it's like, you know... There's hedges. They're not very high, but no. There is an actual hedge maze as well. Very good. Prince, small, one shoe, came off in the mud. Where was she going? That way. There's the bear footprint. Boot prints. They've sunken into the ground. Whoever was standing here was here for a while. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze. You don't know that. Key. It doesn't look strong enough for a door. I see. Perhaps some sort of locker. Footprints where I found the small key. More boot prints. Looks like they were slowly moving around the hedge maze. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze. Now, what are you? You gonna get me? No. I cannot be got. Don't even try. She's gonna be naked by the time we're done. I don't think that's it. Hedge my bets. Got that right. Oh. Footprints that I walked directly over. From the spacing and weight of these impressions, they're not from somebody moving fast. They seem labored. The hedge is crushed in as if hit with force. A part of a dress seems to have torn off. Zoop. An old standing stone with a geometric pattern on it. I wonder if it's real or a replica. But no more signs of go place. So back to here and straight. The birds, they know something. More boot prints. It looks like they were slowly moving around the hedge maze, following the person. What's this? I've seen this symbol before, haven't I? How do you do? Another memory, but what was that thing with Miss Dean? It was too large to be a person, and transparent? Was it leading her through the maze? If so, to where? Was it another ghost or something else? And who was the person watching it all? Who was that culprit observing their deeds? Wait, what's that sound? A ghost. No. A drunk.
Oh.
No, this is mere minutes before the time changes, so I wonder if during this conversation there will be an awkward, like, he suddenly says, like, I have to be somewhere else, according to my timetable, and teleports away.
What you gotta say to the manager? Hardly likes me anyway. Can I help you, or whatever it is you want out here?
It's called enjoying a hedge maze. What have you got there? No, I know what it is.
I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break. Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you. Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Who did you
heard
hear?
Anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Fine. Dean.
Evelyn Dean.
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something. Well, I don't know.
Talking about?
Since we're good pals now, I'll tell you that I did try to get closer, but it was too risky. Probably some of this magic stuff they're all so keen on. You'd need to ask him, I guess. No. All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice, mostly drowned him out. Then she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too. Bloody maze.
I happen to think it's a fine maze. Also, what do you got there?
Well, I'm not letting you have any, if that's what you're at. God knows, this stuff's hard enough to get already. Anything decent is.
This has been helpful.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Farley says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 p.m. they fought. I know because the bar was quiet with all the Blue Bloods playing bridge.
Thank you.
Who was Miss Dean arguing with before she went missing, and why? I can start by ruling out Father Sinat and Mr. O'Finn, as they hadn't arrived by then, and Mr. Doyle, since the information came from him. Walter, too, as it was an adult man she fought with. Nauseam! Hype! Oh, okay. I'm still at the beginning of day 2, but indeed. It's not a race, but I will let you know if I win, and I will forever hold it against you. So what was this? Life of our... Oh, okay. So I found and inspected the statue, but it's like that is broken because she wasn't going to the statue. Footprints did not belong to the person wearing the boots. Boots. People who are shadowy and transparent cannot wear boots. Alright. Miss Dean was brought to the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. I know what happened here.
Something guided Miss Dean through the grounds, though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this?
The boot prints belong to them.
The extra prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
What was the thing, that thing that led Miss Dean through the maze? Was it another ghost or something else? Maybe the staff have heard of it or seen it before, or maybe some of the guests know. I'm starting to wonder, okay, so maybe part of the appeal of the game is on your first playthrough, try to figure out the mystery as soon as possible, because maybe you can solve this before you even get to the seance. And then on subsequent things, it's like, oh, there's so many different combinations of, like, things that you could, discover early or late or on a different day or whatever. What on earth is right? What did I just see? Was that real and loud? A giant figure smithing. What could it mean? An old anvil covered in Celtic knotting. Despite its obvious age, it shows no signs of wear or rusting. Its immense size must mean it was only intended for use by whatever it was that I saw using it. And a face. Oh, somebody over there. Maybe they're lost.
Signor Ward. Yes?
Yes. And you're?
My name? My name, Signor, is Carmela Mantovani. The same Carmela Mantovani who is hosting tomorrow evening's séance. The guest of honor, if you will.
The psychic. Is that how you know my name?
You flatter my abilities, Signor. No, I overheard the stuff mentioned and you guessed, and worked the rest out. I am something of the... detective. No?
No.
Another
You looked
example?
on the wiki, don't
I
lie.
think perhaps you're here for a different reason. Something not like the others.
And why would you say that, madame?
You do not recognize me or my name. I would wager good money that no others came this far west without some idea of those details. Come, allow me to read your cards. Perhaps we can discover your real reason for attending. Maybe you will find a little direction along the way.
No hints. Use exclamation point hide. I could refuse the reading, right? Wouldn't that be interesting? Get on her bad side.
After that display, how can I refuse?
It only takes 1 minute.
Come closer then, Signor. A 3-card spread, Signor. 1 card for your past, 1 for your present, and 1 for your future. Let us begin. The 3 of swords. Swords cover the intellectual realm. And this one in particular deals with heartbreak.
Oh my gosh.
Love, perhaps? But also grief, sorrow. Perhaps
So it was
even betrayal.
grief and sorrow in my past. Wait a minute. It's 2026, and 2025 was in the past, so
Surely
you're
your
right.
cards can tell you which.
They're pieces of paper, Signor. They can't answer anything. They put you in front of questions that you may choose to ask yourself. Or not. If these cards are to mean anything, only you will know it. The Tower. Major Arcana. These cards deal with big, life-changing affairs. As you can see, lightning, fire, destruction, and chaos are the purview of this card.
That sounds bad.
What is bad? This card would suggest that you are, or soon will be, in the middle of something significant and unavoidable. unavoidable. Ah, bad is not the right word. But neither is it good.
Oh, the wind!
Does that mean anything?
Everything means something, Signor. Normally, a card is upright or reversed. When upright, this card, the Wheel of Fortune, means good luck, prosperity. Reversed, it means, as you may suspect, bad luck and the misfortune. On its side, I believe it means both are possible. I think your future, perhaps all of our futures, are very much in your hands.
Is there any way that I could
Yours
pay
in
you
your
a bunch of
tower.
money in order to
This
believe that
here
my
and
future
now,
was going to be
my
better?
own reason for attending. It seems likely to affect us all. You see, I was not wrong.
It's fated.
There is more for you here than a mere séance.
Hello and welcome. I should get alerts working again, shouldn't I? I guess I didn't prioritize it right when I first started streaming again because I'm like, nobody's gonna be hosting me or raiding me or whatnot. But you have been raiding me regularly. I should figure out how to have an anime girl pop up on the screen, and thank you for it.
Indeed. Though I am unsure what all this means.
It means, Signor,
We are
tread carefully, but act decisively. So much
that
hangs in
old
the balance.
joke. I know. I don't even need a bot to have stream alerts working. I just need to remember how to do it. We're still very early on in this. It's still day
Perhaps a
2
more
and I'm still in the
traditional
morning.
Conversation. See? What should we discuss, Signor Ward?
Well-worn tarot deck. Well, that means the cards are marked, and she's cheating. Sunken eyes. She looks very tired. Shakes. Miss Mantovani's jewelry is quite quietly jangling. It's as if her entire body is shaking despite the mild temperature and the fact that we are outside and it is the end of October and the wind is blowing. Timetable. First things first, what are your plans for the weekend? Oh, but I plan to spend much of my weekend giving readings in the hedge maze, when I am free, of course. And of course I, excuse me, have my talk today at 5. After this, I am to meet Signorina Callahan for dinner at 7. I think she intends to, how you say, chew my ear off about this whole weekend. And there is the ball this evening. That will be quite the event, I'm sure. And tomorrow? Again, tomorrow I will spend some time giving readings in the maze, but mostly my energies will be focused on preparing for the silent dinner and grand seance in the evening. Yeah, well, what about your health? Are you feeling alright? Why do you... I'm alright, I'm fine. It is just a cough. Perhaps a cold from the weather. London is foggy, but here it is just damp, to the bone. So you are the mystic leading us in the grand seance? See. While I began my career with the tarot, and I love it dearly, it does not provide the same show as a seance. There is nothing like it. To press your hand to the veil and feel another on the other side, the spirits calling back. And this one, where the veil will fall down like stage curtains. There will be nothing to compare, Signor, I assure you. You talk to her about... dreams? Strange dreams since arriving here. In a place like this, how could one not? But the recurring one, the maze of corridors leading me to the seance, that is enticing. There is a force at work in the dreams here. You can feel it, no? It is not another practitioner. It does not have that focus. What it is and what it wants, I do not know. Perhaps it will be our guest at the seance? Aha. Another person has experienced the same dream as Miss Dean and I. Can I find 2 more? What's with her cough? I just asked her and she said, it's just a cough. It was just a cough, but it's damp here. What is that device? Do you know what the strange device in the atrium is for? Certo. Is it not a measure of how successful we will be? That is what the Marquess tells me. I cannot recall what it measures. Ghosts or the veil or such. Maldita memoria, I do not know. Sorry. Ah, yes, the flyer. The flyer you found on your door. Are you okay? Senor, this is not the first time that such a thing has happened, but I will give them marks for theatrics. Right through the eye they stuck it. So you are not worried? I am not scared of death, senor. And this is but a scare tactic. They hope only to chase me off. Anyone willing to go further would have gone there to begin with. 1800s medicine. They would not have given a warning, surely. Bridge game? Oh yeah, I know something about this. Were you at the bridge game the other night? Me? Ah, no. The only cards that interest me are the tarot. It was those I was reading. While they played their game. What else? I already discussed this, didn't I? Oh, I did. That's why it has the eye over it. Hauntings? Sure. You think there are ghosts around this place? He asked the person who came to this place specifically to talk to ghosts. You don't have a sense for them, then? There are more ghosts here than there are guests. Even in my sleep, I hear them. There is a reason this is the place we gather. So many years of tragedy and misery to trap so many souls. The Blakes have not always been good people, I think. But this generation, they are different. Excuse me. This generation, they are different, see? Strange occurrences. Anything out of place? Oh, yes. The spiders, for one thing. No! I saw a bird last Thursday. Little. All caught up in their webs. I made a small grave for it beside the stables, but you know what I found the next day? Don't tell me it was empty. I found spiders. Littered across the grave. Feathers through their bellies. Like, offerings. I never knew why people were scared of spiders. Never knew. There are worse things that chase them. I don't know about that. I think spiders are the worst.
That's all.
Of course. Take her.
Oh, I'm back over here. Hello. A closed up well, but I can hear water on the other side. It's covered in these markings. I get the sense they're a recent addition, but who would have drawn these? A picture of a woman with the dedication to my beloved Mary. May those who wander this maze be as lost as I am without you in my life. I already looked at that. A ghost. Tiny little jump scare. That just led right back to her. Did I not? ghost.
God almighty. A spirit. Is that Miss Dean? She doesn't seem to be moving. I don't think she means to hurt me.
She's just charging up. She's charging up her Hadouken.
I need a closer look.
Please, Lord, don't let this be Evelyn.
Can you tell me your name?
Nothing, of course. There must be some means I can use to communicate with her. Ghost at fire pit. An old fire pit has been used recently to summon a ghost. Shadowy figure. Smithing. Oh, okay, I could go read the smithing book. Sure. This is elaborate. I'm very glad that they don't make you draw this out. Had not arrived. Adult. Wasn't him. Each of the male guests. Oh, okay, so these are the people who I need to... who it might be, and these are the residents who it might have been. Okay, got it. Oh, that was that. Decipher note. Maybe back to the library at some point. But first, find my way out of the maze. I do have a map. Okay, just stay to the left right here. All the way out. Didn't I try that before? Apparently not. Oh, and then I was interrupted by the ghost. I see. I was almost there. I'll save once in a while. Curious tattoo, a finely crafted tattoo in a design I don't recognize. One more observation. There. Fine clothes and jewelry. He's well dressed, and it is evident he can afford some luxury.
Ah, hello there, friend. I don't believe we've met.
We've not. My name is Declan Ward.
Lloyd Dupre. I presume you've just arrived, correct? I've been here for, 2 weeks now, and I think I've met every other guest a few times over.
Indeed, I have. If I'm not mishearing your voice, I take it that you're here all the way from America.
Correct. New Orleans, to be exact, where I am a funeral director. And let me tell you, I am in no rush to make the journey again. It took all of 11 weeks with the storms.
Incredible. This seance must truly be a special affair for you to travel so far.
Yes and no. As interested in the seance as I am, it would have been hard to justify the journey for it alone. Now, I have some personal business to attend to here. Joyous as it's been to fascinate myself with your mythology and your spirits. Though, I didn't expect to find myself here for quite so many days.
It's an unusual tattoo, if I might ask about it. Oh, this? It's Maman Bridget's Vave, her mark. Consider it a devotional symbol. I'm an Ongan of hers, a priest as such. She's our Loa of life and death. I suppose your analogy to a Loa would be saint. She is born of your pagan goddess Bridget. Her believers took her with them when they fled to America. I guess the journey changed her, for want of a better way to explain it. So there are very few people that I can discuss this with, so go for it. Does this book mean anything to you, Mr. Dupree? It does not, Mr. Ward, and for that I am glad. I would not trifle with the energy it holds, nor the magic those symbols have to offer. Someone's been putting St. Bridget's crosses around the manor, haven't they? So I have seen, but I am not sure who. I tried to ask the housekeeper, but she gave me the filthiest glare and rushed off. I suspect she'd rather die than have anything to do with magic, ritual, or myself. Okay, Brid, the old Irish goddess of healing, poetry, and the hearth, smithing, and much else besides. You know of the goddess, Brid? I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. Brid was not one of the sovereignty goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. When the Catholic Church came here, she alone was deemed too powerful to be swept under the rug. Too much salt for one pope, as they say, and so they canonized her. St. Bridget of Kildare she became, a lot of the same domains, husbandry, midwifery, healing. You may have noticed her crosses hung along the walls of the manor. My own Loa, Maman Brigitte, is said to be a part of the old goddess that fled the church and was changed in that journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of one goddess, all distinct yet so similar, all back together under this roof, so to speak. Some of that is lost on me, as I really have almost no familiarity with. I take it you're close with Maman Brigitte, Mr. Dupre? Deeply, Mr. Ward. When grief is a constant companion, she is there to remind me that both the living and the dead need healers. I am devoted to her and her teachings. Dreams? I've been having the strangest dreams of late. Have you now? I'll confess to some strange patterns, yes. Mine started with classic Celtic iconography around the hotel. This game is just one salty pope after another. Mine started with classic Celtic iconography around the hotel. Standing stones, spirals, all that. It was all in the manor walls at first. But the more often I dream it, the more I'm seeing the same elements, but in my funeral parlor at home. That sounds unnerving. At first I found it quite comforting. The views of home are crystal clear and helped with my homesickness, but once I realized I could not reach home, then yes, unnerving. I could only ever find my way to the séance, or what I took to represent that, at least. It's given me some apprehension about attending, I cannot lie. I've already been here the longest, at least from the guests. Any longer, and I feel this place will get its claws in me for good. A second person experiencing not just odd dreams, but specifically variations on the same dream. One more would confirm my scientific theory. Timetable, of course. Any plans for this weekend? Plenty, Mr. Ward, though I have an especially busy day tomorrow, so I think I'll take today a little easier. Well, first of all, how could I resist a talk from our resident mystic, Miss Mantovani? I will be in attendance at 5 p.m. Before then, a walk in the hedge maze before attending Miss Callahan's talk at 3, I think. I don't want to wear myself out before the ball, so I won't do much more than that today. Then tomorrow, there's lunch in the dining room at 1, and I think I'll take a late nap at 5. I suspect it will be a long evening. I also have a scrying session with Miss Callahan at 11, and I'm attending her nephew's talk at 3. I'll certainly join the silent dinner at 8. I'm hoping a certain spirit might attend. And then we reach the big moment, the grand seance. I assume I will see you there? Alright, so the bridge game. This is important because we're trying to figure out who has alibis. Did you attend Tuesday's bridge game? Almost, but the lovely Miss Mantovani offered me a reading. How could I refuse? So I skipped the game. Sure, I'll ask him about her health. Miss Mantovani seems unwell. Indeed, someone who works so regularly with such forces takes a risk. The way she speaks of it and writes of it, it clearly takes a toll. We have made some arrangements, her and I, just in case. I'm hoping it won't come to that. Washerwoman? Nah, that'll be a waste. Waste of time.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Another crow?
Run away! The spiders are gonna get you!
Is that Master Walter watching the grounds from the Blake residence? That's quite the vantage point, I wonder what secrets he's seen.
You again.
Did you attend the bridge game the other night? The bridge game? That was Tuesday? I did not. No, I was elsewhere. In my room. Praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. Seems unlikely.
I'll be off.
Don't let me keep...
Alright, so perhaps a quick trip to the library. No, wait. First timetable. Oh, okay, I'm already missing this. The history of Blake Manor. And that's a shame. Oh, the events are up here at the top. Alright. Maybe I should set an alarm for that. I haven't talked to her yet. Hand-me-down Irish keepsake, an old brooch in an Irish style. The image on it is of an old oak tree with a yellow ribbon tied around it. No. Foreign fashion mixed with local. Either in an attempt to blend in or out of practicality, she is wearing local fashion along with what I assume are her usual clothes.
Hey!
Hey.
Don't sneak up on people like that. If you were the porter with my telegram, sure. But no, just some guy getting too close. Who are you, anyway?
Sorry to alarm you, miss. I'm Declan Ward. I'm a late arrival.
Oh, the guy Quinn called out this morning. That must have felt good, yes? I am Inês Barbosa. This place is boring and cold, but the boat over from Brazil was worse, so I won't complain.
What are your plans for the weekend? I will spend some time in the telegraph room. It is peaceful there, even when I'm not waiting on a message. That's weird. There or thereabouts. I like the lobby or atrium too. There you see people's comings and goings. A meeting Dupre in the gardens at 12. Then I will see Fad's talk at 3. I think she will spend it telling everyone they are wrong to be here. That I want to see. After that, I will rest in my room before Matovani talks at 5, which I intend to see. Maybe it can make some sense of all this. After which is dinner, then the masked ball. Imagine my surprise to find a mini carnival here. Then on Sunday, I will spend the morning recovering from the party, I think. Except, God, there is Mass at 12. Mr. Coventry's talk at 5 I will go to. Before that, lunch. And then there's the silent dinner at 8. What to expect from it and the seance? I do not know. I think I'll take an hour in my room beforehand, to prepare myself. I think I'll take an hour in my room beforehand, She's really not sure. Any dreams? Just the one dream since coming here, which is odd enough itself, yes? I walk the halls of this place. Well, not these halls. They look similar, but longer, taller. I'm trying to find a way out, a way home, I think, even though I myself will not return to Brazil. There are doors, blocking the corridor itself. I had to move something like light to unlock them, I think. I do not understand that part. Eventually, I am at the seance and can go no further. Do you mean something like that? I am sure, now, that there is a shared dream being experienced here, but what is it trying to convey and how can I find out? If only there were a way I could revisit and explore the dream itself. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Yes, Darcy taught me how to play. That is how bored I was. Did many attend? Aside from Darcy and I were the Callahans, Quinn, Lau, Coventry, and the man who owns this place, Blake. Okay, that's some good information. Oh yeah, how about this wanted poster? I found this. I thought you might want it before anyone else sees it. How did you get this? Did you break into Dean's room? Does that matter? I suggest you take it and dispose of it before anyone else sees it. Dean's room? How did you know that it was in Evelyn Dean's room? You are right, of course. She told me she had it, tried to make use of it over me. She must have seen the fire in my eyes because she left me and has avoided me since. It is a foolish keepsake. I was an idiot to take it. I was captured. Taken by the man who killed my mother. I do not know his plans for me. And I had no intention of finding out, so I started a fire. I would rather have died in a blaze than let him choose my fate. But maybe my mother was watching over me, because the way the fire went, I was able to escape instead. My captor and his crew were not so lucky, and good for them. I had no plan. I was lost. By the time I got to Rio, my face was on posters, so maybe not all of his people burned. A shame. That is when I decided it was time to leave Brazil. I go to the port a few hours later. There were posters there, too, so I took one before I left. A souvenir. A stupid, dangerous souvenir. I hope that was a one-time thing. The fire seemed it was just that one time. Good. I implore you to keep it that way. Otherwise, I will bring you in myself. Understood? Absolutely no arsons.
I have to be off.
No arsoning,
Oh,
or I'm gonna get you.
If you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
Oh, that's the key I've had for a while. But this... Locker key. Where are there lockers? Okay, they might be spoiling something here because the ghost of the fire pit is showing up on his, thing. His name was on Mrs. Erickson's list of magical people? I forgot about that. Oh man, there's so much stuff you could miss. Oops. One more person. Okay. Oh no. I want to go to the library. That's right. Just go read for a while. That's how you solve puzzles. New clues are found only in books. I read that in a book. Jonathan Blake, the current Marquess of Doon and 9th person to hold the title. The title was passed down to him by Richard Blake, son of William Blake. William Blake was said to be a stern and ruthless man who would do anything for the betterment of his family. Richard Blake's was considered quite the opposite. His interests kept him from the manor, and on his passing in Paris, Jonathan Blake opened the grounds as a hotel in 1870 to help revitalize the lands post-famine. Not much else is recorded about him. He does not seem to have undertaken many other exploits. Oh, did these not take up time? Curious. Oh, and hello.
If you'd hold a moment, I'm just looking for something.
Are you alright, miss?
Fine. Just looking for a book. I know I had it just a few days ago, but now it's nowhere to be found. Without it... Without it... damn it! I'm at a dead end. Would you tell me if you see it? It's a book on local land records from late last century. It has to be around here somewhere, unless... another guest has taken it?
I'll see what I can do.
Scars on hands and face. Multiple scars, as if she'd suffered several different accidents and injuries. Pen in pocket. Its varnish is worn around the grip. She uses it often and probably for long periods of time. Brooch, a striking brooch, worn around the collar. Okay. So she wanted a book about... where is she? A book on regional history. look up all these real quick. The Great Freeze. In the winter of 1739, a violent storm hit Ireland. The resultant drop in temperature was so drastic that liquids froze indoors. There are no official records of how cold it got, but some measurements taken by enthusiasts claim it dropped as low as minus 20 degrees. The Year of Slaughter. The first of Ireland's 3 famines. Crop and herd damage from the Great Freeze resulted in massive shortages in milk and food. Records suggest that as high as 20% of the then population died. It was a higher proportion of lives lost than from the Great Famine nearly a century later. Tsunami of 1755. Massive earthquakes in Portugal sent a tsunami north that hit the southern and western parts of the Ireland. It seems to have reached as far up as Connemara, where this manor is built. Untold thousands died here from the tsunami. The earthquake itself claimed the lives of over 100,000 Portuguese. The Great Famine. It's less than 50 years since the Great Hunger that lasted from 45 to 52. A blight wiped out the potato crops. Most of the population relied on that to survive, as the English rule exported every other resource from the country: peas, beans, rabbits, fish, honey, and more. Well, let them eat cake. Get it? On top of this, the English corn laws blocked the import of any grain, despite the obvious need for relief. The full loss of life from this period is yet unknown, but deaths are estimated to be around 1 million, with another million fleeing the country on coffin ships bound for America, Canada, Australia, and more. Anyone surviving something like that can't but have deep scars. My own parents refused to talk of it, and it grew dark when it was mentioned. It is unknown how long it will take the country to recover. Standing stones, or menhir, are large, deliberately placed stones found around the world, but especially in Ireland. There is no consensus on the purpose of standing stones. There are no records detailing it, nor any surviving traditions that can be reliably traced. However, there are several theories as to their purpose. Those most commonly held would posit that they marked the boundaries of territories, or that they had ritual significance to old Druidic religion. Some menhir, cloch fada in the Irish tongue, are found to be inscribed with a long-forgotten and therefore indiscernible language. Curious. World history, flora and fauna, medicine, sciences. I already looked around a whole bunch of... Well, I should look again, because there might be new topics that will pop up because I'll look up dreams. Dreams are what happens when you sleep, obviously. Obviously. Scientists don't get it yet? Okay. Dreams are mercurial. People turn to lucid dreaming to better control and recall. Oh, and now this must be important because it takes time to read it. Lucid dreaming, a type of dream state wherein the dreamer is aware they are dreaming and has control inside said dream. Dreamers may be able to control, explore, and recall dreams in a way not possible from normal, deeper sleep. There are many ways to achieve a lucid dream state, and like many skills, it will get better with practice. A common method is to induce sleep states in such a way as to block entering deeper sleep. Examples include waking the dreamer regularly, or using specially crafted music to block the mind from entering deep slumber. Would a psychologist or doctor know more about this? Science? No. Do not care to read about science. I think I already read the folk healing book. Are there any books on how to talk to a ghost? Carnival. Oh yeah, she mentioned it. A lively celebration that emphasizes the joy of life before the Christian season of Lent. Unlike Mardi Gras, Carnival is not limited to just one day, spanning from January to March, with festivities culminating on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. The celebrations are marked by vibrant floats, elaborate costumes, and massive parades, with the rhythm, participation, and style of costumes differing from region to region. Okay. Pagan sacred sites. While much of the knowledge of sites of religious significance to the pre-Christian pagans has been lost. There are several that have been identified across the country. Stone circles apparently constructed for ritual purpose abound, and burial sites such as those found in Newgrange suggest a reverence for the movements of the heavens. Some old sacred sites seem to have been co-opted into modern tradition, as there remains a tradition of lone oak trees being best left undisturbed, so as not to upset otherworldly spirits, a superstition which does not hold the same prevalence and longevity in other parts of the United Kingdom. I guess I'll look at all of these real quick. Without reading them out loud. Do-do-do. Ghosts. Debate over the nature of ghosts. Person. In theory, it's thought that human beings are capable of imparting such emotion that it forever affects the location that witnesses it. In these cases, it is not the spirit itself that haunts a place, but the event, typically a harrowing death, imprinting itself upon a space. Indeed. Okay. And I had wanted to see some... Oh, here. It'll be right here. Irish folklore will have the anvil guy. Feargorta, literally a man of hunger, is a type of apparition that is linked to the Great Famine, although there are alternate accounts that consider it an omen of further famines to come. Taking the form of a starving person, the Feargorta is a spirit of hunger who will follow people to ask for food. Should it catch its prey, it will not hesitate to consume them to satisfy its hunger. Always unsuccessful in quenching its hunger, it then seeks out a new victim. Oh, I thought I was going to find something about... Oh. Is it different from folklore? Mythology. No? I thought it specifically said Anvil Man was going to show up in the library. I'll look up Blake Manor. I'm not going to look at all of these. Oh, well, if they're that short, maybe I will. Connacht is the westernmost province of Ireland. Okay. Oh! Did it even mention? Okay, Cromwell and Conquest. Okay. Northernmost, Ulster. Okay. One of 5 king above kings would rule. Munster, southernmost. Vikings, Dublin. These are things that I've heard of. That is a lot of information. Archaeology. Nothing. Alright. I flee for my life. Are there people whose location I know that I have not talked to? Jay Blakewood, he's in the drawing room speaking. S. Murphy in the kitchen basement? Alright, let's try to find the kitchen basement. Undiscovered. Let's try to find the kitchen. Alright, I could just snoop around in people's rooms at random. Yeah, let's go up there. Miss Quinn's room. Miss Quinn is the person that I was just talking to in the library. Is that right? Yes. Here, I found the book. It was in your room. That seems to be what it is. Yes, that was what the legend said. Unlockable door. Some drawings. I'm not sure what. Perhaps she should stick to her poetry. Damn. Is the poetry good? The published book of Miss Quinn's poetry with scraps of paper containing annotations and drafts tucked between the pages. It's her clothes. An assortment of clothing. Vanity box. Cosmetics. Some cosmetics, but the collection is minimal. Miss Quinn isn't the type for it, apparently. A locket with two names etched into the framing. Alma and Julia. There's a photograph in either side, each of a young girl. They look quite a lot like Miss Quinn. I suppose they would be her siblings. A collection of mementos from deceased family members. Let's see. More photographs to memorialize the dead. Washerwoman? Why did that update? A brooch containing a lock of hair. The back says Alexander Quinn, 65 to 96. So, what is this about the washerwoman that just... I found some very cartoonish art in her room. No, what? Where's washerwoman? Oh, it's not. It doesn't say it's tied to a mystery, though. Grimoires. Most of them printed, one in Miss Quinn's hand, and all of them annotated and nearly worn out at the spine. It seems they've been used quite extensively over the years, and the handwritten one seems to be the product of enormous time and effort. Clothes. Freaking more dead family members. It's a wonder if there are any of them left at all. Book has clearly been handled with care. I see. Nothing in trash. Oh, a journal. What are these dreams trying to tell me? That I am close to my goal? The answer feels so near. Down the next corridor, behind the next sigil. I must keep searching. Maybe what I seek is at the Séance. Maybe that is the dream's message. Set of stationery. It took me a whole minute to figure that out. Alright, I leave the room. Hope I don't get caught. I did not. Alright, maybe I should go to the telegram room? Telegraph. Telegoof. It's on the floor. Seems somebody lost this transcription. Oh, it's it's the thing she's been waiting for. I found your telegram. These are the things I looked at before. First look at it myself. Telegram. Oh. Search for information on her father has hit a dead end.
More questions?
Telegram from Mongo. I was going by the telegraph room, and this was waiting for you. I thought I'd bring it to you. You did not read it, I hope? Let me see. Damn it. Is everything all right? Fine. It's fine. My time in Brazil had come to an end. What does one do in that case? Well, my father was from here, so it made sense to come this way. In truth, I do not care much for your ghost stories. We have plenty back home, but this hotel, it has a lot of records for this area, so I come. This event suits me. If I came here alone, I would be the main attraction, yes? Now I am just one more who plays drums in the carnival. There are so many. Nobody pays attention. I am researching everything I can find about the area. Census data, birth records, emigration records. Your people have badly kept records. My room is full of this stuff, but can I find a thing on him? Aye, this is a foolish thing. I know only his first name, Shay, and when he left this country, in 1864, like so many others. So that sounds like the book might be in her room. Well, let's just discuss some random stuff. I left in a hurry and packed light. What would you have me do? Freeze? Your brooch. It looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's. He didn't bring much with him when he left Ireland. And he had even less on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it to me so I would have something of his. Okay. Hauntings? People everywhere. Everywhere people have been ends up haunted. What makes you think this place is different?
I have to be off.
Sure.
anything to discuss with her?
What will you do after this?
If you must discuss it. Now that I know I am forever doomed, I think I am done with this life. I will return to New York and my husband, and try to find some way to enjoy this joyless experience.
I suggest video games.
He will be happy, I am sure. It will free some storage space for his golf trophies.
Wait, how will he have more storage space if you're now living with him?
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye now.
Alright, let's go bug the guy in charge.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Oh, I don't have that much left to talk with him about. I'm told there was a bridge game the other evening. Did I miss out on much? Yes, one of the events that was run for the guests. As Marquess Blake was overseeing it himself, I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate rotas for the following day. I'm afraid I have little else to tell you as a result. Shadowy figure. Mr. Riley, have you ever had reports of ghosts of giants on the lands? Reports? No. All those things, ghouls and giants, have entertaining sections in the library. Maybe there would be something of use to you there? Now I can go look up giants. What was this? Soundly... I have heard you received a letter from the bishop? Whoever you heard that from has no place to discuss such business, and neither do you. Oh, I cannot do that now.
I need nothing.
Certainly.
Okay, so that's interesting. If you are in a conversation, you cannot continue the conversation if the time is changing. Nope. And then he did disappear. He ran away. I must learn the name of Miss Barros's father. Who... So it looks like nobody that I know of is in the rooms, but that could just be because I haven't spoken to them yet. Rah. Miss Barbossa's room is over there, and there might be a book in there, but I can't get in there. Alright, I think I still... Alright, if people are out of that talk, let's try to, once again, find some people that I have not spoken to yet.
Mrs. Joyce.
Like them.
Do you have the master key for the southeast corridor?
Oh no, Mr. Varley. I only had the atrium master key with me today. I can fetch it for you. It's only on the room cart in the supply closet.
Thank you. No, I'm just doing my weekly audit.
Might Mr. Hunter have it?
No, I was just out in the stables. He has the northwest corridor locked away in his safe there.
I don't suppose Mr. Doyle had it.
Mr. Doyle's key privileges have been revoked.
Oh, I forgot he locked the southwest key in the basement storage. Has he not gotten that out yet?
No, he claims he can't find a way through. But I'm telling you what I told Mr. Hunter. Do not do it for him. And that is not all. The fool also lost the northeast corridor master in one of the unassigned rooms.
What? What in the heavens was he doing in there?
Taking a nap.
I do not know, but I doubt it was cleaning. When you have time, perhaps you would see if you can find it and clean up anything he's done.
Oh, Mr. Farley, I've had it up to here with that boy. I'll get to it as soon as I'm done with my morning chores.
I appreciate that. I would also appreciate some decorum with Miss Mantovani. She's the Marquess' guest and the host of this séance, which you know is important to the future of this manor. Once this whole business is done, she and the rest of the guests will be moving on. It is only a few days' decency, Mrs. Joyce.
Useful information to have. I've made a note of it. Many doors require a key to open. Keys can be found by exploring. Where to explore is guided by the note you just took. Southeast corner is missing. Atrium keys in supply closet. That's one of the assigned rooms. That's the one that I have, I think.
What do you make of this then, sir?
I was rather hoping you might be able to tell me.
I've not the faintest. But I noticed that it's finally gone down.
Has it
all
now?
Thanks to me.
Aye, sir. It's been climbing all week, but finally went the other way this morning.
How odd. I wonder what caused that.
Alright. Let me get a good look at you, and then let's have lots of conversation. Knowing smile. I have the impression she knows more than those around her, about those around her than they would like. Cross of Saint Bridget, one of the Irish patron saints.
Hello. Declan Ward, miss. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, God bless you, sir. It isn't often someone introduces themselves to the help. Caitlin Joyce, I'm the housekeeper here. If there's anything you need, just come right to me.
Oh, well, thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I'll try not to be a bother.
Nonsense, Lord knows. We could use someone normal at this damnable seance. Why the Marquess saw fit to risk our immortal souls bringing that Satanism here is beyond me. Why, I've half a mind to... Oh, don't mind me, sir. Just getting crotchety in my old age.
Well... It looks like someone dropped this key in the hedge maze, Mrs. Joyce. Might you know what it's for? Looks like one of the keys for the bathhouse lockers. Best you put it back where you found it. Someone will need that. Alright, so if I get into the bathhouse... Mr. Varley mentioned he was in a staff meeting during the bridge game. Well, yes, sir, I was there too. Better that than serving drinks to blasphemers. This chimney charm. I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Don't just wave it around, sir. It could be dangerous. Mr. Hunter's the man you want. Always studying up on this sort of thing he is. Know thy enemy, that's what he says. Timetable. What does this weekend look like for you, Miss Joyce? Oh, well, I'll be cleaning around the atrium and bedroom corridors for most of the day. If I'm not there, I'll most certainly be in the dining room. Lunch at 1 and dinner at 7, don't you forget. And then, of course, at 8, I'll be preparing for that wretched masked ball in the ballroom. As for tomorrow, I've mass in the drawing room at noon, of course, and lunch at 1. Other than that, oh, and helping Circe with the dinner. I'll be in the ballroom much of the day, cleaning up after you lot, before being forced to attend this awful seance. Oh, Lord, I hope this doesn't stop me getting into heaven. Talked to plenty of people about Mary Blake. Oh, God rest her soul. She was a good woman, Mr. Ward, gone from us too soon. The Marquess just hasn't been the same since her passing. He idolized that woman, and poor young Walter. I hesitate to ask, but would you mind keeping an eye on Mr. Doyle? I fear he may have taken to self-medicating. Oh, that... Don't you worry, sir. I'll set him straight. He's a good boy at heart, I promise you. Just needs a little guidance. At least he has Father Sinnott to help him along. Always together recently, them two. I'm sure it'll do Seamus some good. I see. I have the impression, Mrs. Joyce, that little gets past you around here. Oh, no more than any housekeeper, sir. We get all sorts of little insights into the guests, you know. You ever heard tell of a large, shadowy figure stalking the grounds? It's a cruel thing, sir, teasing a poor old housekeeper. Unfortunately, I'm quite serious, Mrs. Joyce. Don't say that, please, sir. If it's children's tales you're after, go hang about in the library. Maybe I should. Bridge game. bridge game on Tuesday? Yes, it's not that I'd know about it. I left some bottles and glasses out the night before and saw myself out. If they can flirt with the devil, they can pour their own drinks, I'm sure. Your necklace. At a distance, I assumed it was a resurrectix. But now I see it's a St. Bridget's cross. Yes, sir, all my love to God, Jesus, and Mary, but I have a special place in my heart for St. Bridget. I keep her close to me as she protects us, sir, from evil and from fire, too. This one first. What do you think of this? Oh, I had no idea Mr. Varley was still on this. Not many would spare a thought for a mother in her place. But sometimes the heart goes where it shouldn't, sir, and when all's said and done, every child is a gift from God. What our poor girl will do without him. Poor girl? I'll not say any more about it. It wouldn't be decent, you understand. This was the complaint from Mrs. Darcy. I couldn't help overhearing that there have been some complaints about you, Mrs. Joyce. I'm sorry. Well, good. If this lot were pleased with me, I wouldn't be a very good Catholic, now would I? But still, is there anyone you can imagine going out of their way to do such a thing? Who wouldn't? It all comes down to that Mantovani, sir. Mark my words. It doesn't matter which monkey squealed. They're all a part of her circus. Goddess? Goddess Brid? Dear St. Bridget, sir, may she bless us. You know, I think she's always been there for me. I never feel more at peace than when I feel her near. That's not much. Cross of St. Bridget, St. Bridget's Cross. Not going to ask about both. We'll ask about the Manor, though. How long have you been working at the Manor? Well, really most of my life, sir, though I only moved in here 5 years ago or so after my dear husband passed. I wasn't sure about it at first. I was all but shaking with nerves on my first day. We used to tell awful stories about this place as children, you know. And coming up the road to see the place didn't help, I'll tell you that. Thick fog, black windows, and you'd swear there were living things in all the shadows. But I've worked here a long old time now, and they haven't got me yet. And then she died.
God bless you, sir.
Now let's have a chat with this old gentleman as soon as I look at him. Stained hands. His hands are stained with something, but I cannot tell what. Dusty clothes. Very suspicious. You must be the murderer.
Ah, good day. I don't believe we've met. My name is Simon Coventry. I'm a jeweller from London. Who might you be?
Declan Ward, sir. Pleased to meet you.
No, very pleased to meet you, I'm sure. This is my first séance, and I must say that everyone is so very interesting.
Well, I hope not to disappoint.
I'm sure you won't, dear boy. Now, can I help you?
Why you got so much dust on you? You have some dust on your suit, sir. So I do. How did that get there? Perhaps the housekeeper is not so fastidious as she should be, eh? Your hands, sir, are they stained? So they are. My apologies. I must admit I took some work with me. I was working on some pieces in my room before I stepped out. I should have done a better job cleaning up after myself. You mentioned you are a jeweler? I am, or rather, I was. I ended up in London alone as a young lad. Nothing to my name, but my mother had loved jewels, and so, as a result, did I. I found work cleaning a shop at first. I found work cleaning a shop at first. I was a well-spoken lad, and, as I say, I knew my stuff, so in time I was raised to sales. One thing led to another, and time passed all too quickly. Eventually, I wound up with my own shop in London. Did a tidy trade, earned enough to live well. No small feat in that city. I sold when my wife passed. It didn't fill me in the same way it did before. I still do enough to cover my needs, select clients and all that, but not a whole lot more. I heard there was a game of bridge the other night. There was. I had to dust off my skills a bit, but it was a fun little game altogether. Might I ask who played? I may try to round up a game myself, so it would be good to know who plays. Miss Callahan, Mrs. Darcy, Miss Barrow, Miss Quinn, Mrs. Lau, the Marquise Blake, and the doctor stepped in for, I want to say, Mr. Scarrett, who dropped out at the for some reason at the last moment. Aha. Wife? You mentioned losing your wife. My condolences, sir. I did, yes, Lillian, earlier this year. She turned quickly. We had access to doctors, but they could do little to ease her suffering. I'll confess I am lost without her, which, foolish as it sounds, is how I ended up here. Her illness took everything from me. The little I had left I spent to come here, on the hope that the claims about the seance are true. If I could see her, hear her, then I'd gladly give it all, down to the very dusty shirt on my back. Timetable. The talks look interesting. I'm especially interested in hearing the Marquess talk about the building and its history. Didn't we already miss that? I think. And after a spot of lunch, Miss Callahan's talk on the other world, I think it's called, might be worth hearing. And a spot of dinner at 7, before the fancy dress ball this evening. I must confess, I hope that doesn't run too late. Partying into the wee hours is behind me these days. As for tomorrow, I hope to make the doctor's talk at 3 p.m., and of course, I am giving my own talk at 5 p.m., History of the Region. And I am interested in attending the silent dinner at 8 p.m. May sound odd, but have you seen a woman washing clothes on the grounds? You mean the housekeeper, Mrs. Joyce? I assume she does all that work in the basement? Certainly, I've seen none of it anywhere else. I guess I don't ask very many people about just the seance. I'm not visiting just for the scenery, which is probably for the best, considering this weather. No, if this seance will really lower the veil, as they say it will, there is someone on the other side I should like to speak with just once more. What I would give to hear my Lillian again. What I have given.
Good day, sir.
And to you.
I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
Hi. Guest alibis. Inconclusive. Oh, so I can go. All right. So it looks like I don't have enough to figure this out. Not nearly, in fact. There he is in the office. There they are. Oh, that's... Oh, I see. from this floor. They're throwing me off with the whole ground floor, first floor thing. You can see them down there from up here. Sure. Okay, so a whole bunch of people are, I don't know where. Right, library because I want to... I know! It's... Oh, a new person. But first, giants. Irish giants, right? Not here. Look up giants. Irish mythology has its share of giants, but none so noteworthy as Fionn MacCumhaill. The bearer of the Thumb of Knowledge and leader of the legendary band of warriors, the Fianna. Fianna has many tales attributed to him. The formation of the Giant's Causeway, the creation of the Isle of Man and Lolnair, and the battling of many mythological foes. There are some who believe him to be the demigod descendant of Maquil, the last king of the Tuatha De Danann. Look up the Tuatha De Danann. The people of Danu are the old gods of Ireland, with Danu being a sort of Earth Mother type entity representing the land itself, a race of beings each twice the height of a man, with unnatural abilities. Like the gods of many classical mythologies, each one had areas of expertise, though there was much overlapping and infighting as a result. They lived across Ireland for countless centuries and battled with various otherworldly foes. There is a book here with some of the Tuatha De Danann listed in it. It might be worth a look. West Ireland is decidedly not in Britain, but is in the British Isles. I did not know that. I know that there is a place over there, and it is alternatively known as England or Great Britain or the UK, depending on how big of an area you are drawing around a certain place, and that some of the things are in one of those things and not the others, and I don't know which is which. It would be easy, very easy to find out, and yet I never have. Would it be under Irish? I was just looking at mythology. Oh, well, get out of here, you don't know. Of course you do. I am positive that you know. Also, I probably should bite the bullet and just look up all of the Blakes, because something will happen in there, won't it? Oh, there's Oliver Cromwell, right? That came up. Instrumental in the execution of King Charles I and the brief period in which England became a commonwealth in the 1600s. Even in his homeland, Cromwell was a controversial figure, infamous for his ban on the celebration of Christmas among many such joyful activities, as they were thought to distract from the worship of God. While widely disliked in England, his legacy in Ireland is significantly darker and more bloody. In what became known as the Cromwellian Conquest, Cromwell led what amounted to a massacre across Ireland in the form of a conquest. He spared no quarter, going so far as to order the deaths of even those who had sheltered in churches, such as in the Siege of Drogheda. Then again, that book was so heavily redacted, I bet the truth is actually the complete opposite. He's probably an awesome guy. Alright, Mr. Scarrett, what do you got going on your hand, huh? Ornamental cane. He's not leaning on it. It's just for show. It's a matter of fashion, or does he have some other reason? Cigar stains. Strong smell of cigars on the man's breath, and his mustache is stained with them. Gross. Mysterious crest on necktie. He's wearing a crest, but I don't recognize it.
Terrible weather out, eh?
I don't know.
Really ruined my morning walk. Still, we're safe enough from it in here. Where are my manners? I'm Michael Scarrett, over from London. And you mark my words, young man. That's a name everyone will remember by the end of this event.
Declan Ward. The pleasure is mine.
What's your crest there? May I ask what the crest in your necktie represents? I would love to, Mr. Ward, but that would rather defeat its purpose. I'm afraid I must leave you in the dark. Okay. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday night? Oh, I don't think so. On Tuesday? No, I was relaxing fireside in the library. What do you make of this whole seance business? It's a remarkable idea, isn't it? Not just to commune indirectly with a ghost, but as many have, but to compel it to answer directly itself. Think of what we could learn. All questions about the afterlife answered. Of course, they'd get further, no doubt, with a willing participant, but it all depends on what spirits are in the area when the ritual happens. I'm sure there is no end to the things fettered to this place, after all. Have you heard anything about the Quinns having... this poor woman, she's standing right behind me, isn't she? About the Quinns having an unfortunate number of deaths in the family? Oh yes, I have. Terrible business, that. Really done a number on the line. Something about rooting out Irish rebels against the crown, I think. A curse is a small price to pay for service to crown and country. Plans for the weekend? Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. All of these. Oh, that was rather short. Have I forgotten all this time that this page is just evidence and that I can ask about all of these other things? Wild. There's no, wait. Okay. Okay, these are evidence, which includes some documents, some observations, some learned. Okay. But here is everything. And man, there is so much everything. Alright. Do you know Miss Evelyn Dean? No, yes, I know her. Our paths have become entwined, Mr. Ward. I shan't say another word on the matter. I've already said too much. You didn't really say anything. I don't suppose you've made Miss Quinn's acquaintance? We've met before. Now tell me, Mr. Ward, are all those scars paper cuts, or is she less of a bookworm than this event would suggest? As head of her household, by default, I might add, she could do with covering some of those up, eh? A spot of powder and a dash of color, and she might even find a man to help her repopulate the Quinn family, eh? What about Walter? What? Have you met Marquess Blake's son? What? The boy died in the carriage accident with his mother, no? Did he? That would be shocking. Alright, can I just ask him about himself? Tell me about yourself. I don't know how much there is to say, my good man. I'm a London boy, born and raised. I live there still, of course, though I do enjoy some time in warmer climates. Not a luxury afforded to us right now, of course. I was fortunate enough to be born to a family of not insignificant means, and now I use those means to further our understanding of the spiritual world, which is how I find myself at an event such as this. Wealthy. Are there any other people that I would want, that I would think that he might know? Spoken to the porter. How a chap like him gets hired in this place. And again, if everyone is a lazy drunk, what choice do you have? All right, no.
Good day, Mr. Scarrett.
Good day.
Okay, if I talk to her again, she's just like, my book. I need it.
What? Listen, sir.
I'll see what.
Alright. Let's just... Oh, you can see some of them... So wait, the ones that I've looked up before are not grayed out or are grayed out? I'll look this up first. Oh, he served during the Cromwellian conquest. I see. Okay. In reward for his service and valor, Blake was rewarded some of the seized land on which he built the manor now known as Blake Manor. While there are, it must be admitted, a number of ghoulish tales about Edward Blake and his subsequent family line, these should not be paid heed, for surely they indicate nothing more than superstition and occasional local unrest. Okay, so once you've looked it up, it becomes partly grayed out. So I have not looked up Walter or Edward yet. Nothing here about Walter yet. I see. Edward Blake was an Englishman serving in the Cromwell Conquest, a great English Commonwealth. He was a notable figure among the English forces and was credited for his success by Cromwell himself, who awarded him a significant parcel of conquered land in Connaught. The Blakes have gone on to become significant figureheads in their community and have upheld their position for a few hundred years. Maybe I should go back out to the stables, wherever that was. Missed that handprint before. I forget if I've been there. I don't care that much about the... Maybe I should. The unoccupied rooms. Have I not been in that one at all? I wonder. Okay, I went into 21 and 15. Can I go into 7 right now? Oops. Well. Okay. Alright, one of the floorboards is coming out here. It's still secure. It's been a while since this bed was moved. Okay. Okay. I was not expecting that the key would just be in. They did say he lost it in one of the unoccupied rooms, I guess. But that means I could have come in and gotten this anytime. Well-thumbed copy of the Bible. Not sure that this is Miss Dean's room. Oh, of course not. Oh. Burnt scraps of paper, enough that I can make out the message. Meet me in room 7 after your bar shift and steal us some wine. Pile of old ashes. Cobweb. Standard. So now I have the key for all of these rooms. Callahan's, Father Senot's room. Wait, the Callahan's got 2 different rooms? I see. Well, I guess I'll go to room 2 as well. It's just open, it has candy in it. Child's block. I found children's... Spooky stories for children. The pages on vampires are folded in. Can't really imagine that that's a hint. Ghost Tales with no author, written by a ghost. How spooky. The bed warmer? What, you put a bunch of hot coals in there and put that under the bed? It was a ghost. The ghost was playing chess. There is a secret passage behind here. You can't fool me. Oh, small red train. Alright, so what are some of my big mysteries here? The haunting? Okay, yeah, there was supposed to be a, there was supposed to be more books. There's more books that I couldn't find. Maybe you have to ask people about them. Oh, if I can listen to hypnotic music, I can make sure that I have the same dream again. Is that it? Mr. Hunter, I still don't know who that is. I was going to go back out to the stables again, right? To talk to... Oh, he might not be there anymore. Yeah, he's not there anymore. Away. I guess I just, like, if I stumble upon people, then that's how I'll know where they are, right? Seems reasonable. Oh, there was the basement, too. There's 2 entrances to the basement, but they're probably both locked. Yeah. let's ask her about some... Now that I've remembered that you can ask about people.
Good day.
Hellos.
Although, hey, why don't you tell me about, Sure. You speak much with Mr. Hunter? When I can. I think it'd be gloomier around here without him. Not that he gets to spend much time indoors. I've no idea what keeps him out there so much. Certainly it's not keeping the place pretty. Hedges and gorse don't quite need much tending. Oh, but I don't envy him in the wintertime. Am I correct in thinking the Marquess has a son? Yes, sir, but he's a quiet boy. Keeps to his room when there's guests in the manor. Been that way since the accident. Probably the same before, but that was a while back and he was younger then. I assume he was hiding then too, just in his mother's petticoat. I don't really recall. He missed her something awful, the poor lad. But he's a sweet boy. Sometimes you forget he's the young master and not family of your own. About yourself. Tell me about yourself. Oh, I don't know what to say, sir. I came to work here not long after it opened as a hotel. My dear husband passed away some time ago, and the good Lord never saw fit to grace us with children, so most of my life's in this place. I've a roof over my head, a warm bed in the women's dormitory, and food in my belly. Could be doing a lot worse for myself, I'd say. Gossip about this guy. Such a handsome lad. I can't believe he's mixed up in all this. I've heard he speaks with angels, sir. I just hope they've been sent to him by God and not the devil. Either way, that poor thing is totally out of his depth. I'm sure of it. Evelyn? Have you spoke to Miss Dean? Me? Oh well, she... I don't know her, of course. It's her first time coming to the hotel. But she seems like such a sweet girl. It's a sin we've allowed her to be at this ungodly thing. She's just a good girl who fell in with the wrong crowd, sir. Mark my words, I've got a smell for these things. A little quiet time with God is all she needs. Maybe that would make her think twice about going into Mr. Coventry's room every other day. Tell me about Mr. Coventry, then. Well, perhaps I would have gotten the chance were he not so busy luring Miss Dean to his quarters. Well, at least he has the decency to look ordinary. I can't understand what he wants with this seance, really. I hope he comes to his senses and leaves. Should I haven't discussed this with anyone. I've already solved it, so I... yeah, no point. I'm a Vincent Varley. How do you find working with Mr. Varley? He keeps us right, that's for certain. Believe me, Mr. Ward, it's a rare day when you get a smile from that man. But I won't speak ill. He might be dour, but he's a good man. Alright.
I'll be off, Mrs.
God bless you, sir.
Alright. Ding dong bing bong. And now there is lunch, which I should go to. However, it is very nearly precisely 10 o'clock, so let's stop here. Make another save. Very good. There's quite a lot of reading in this, which is to be expected, I guess, but the fact that they put in a lot of, like, real history, real mythology sort of thing makes it so, like, there's clearly a lot of information in here that is not relevant to any puzzle or mystery within the game, which shouldn't be a downside, but it does leave me going, hey, sometimes I'm going to have a bunch of text in front of me. Like, the fact that you can question every single person about every single other person really makes it so that there's so much text. There's so much that people are going to have to say to you. I wonder whether it's going to wind up distracting me from, like, important mystery. Like, maybe I'm supposed to be way farther in the game by now. Like, right now I'm still just on figure out, you know, what's the big mystery, the trail, to go, okay, who do we think was following her through this maze? Find out their aliases. And it's like, maybe I was supposed to by now have at least spoken to every single person. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know if that's something that I was meant to prioritize, or like to like ransack every single person's room that I have access to. But yeah, I am enjoying it, and will certainly keep on playing it, and that will resume on Wednesday. So if you can make it, hope to see you then, and hope everyone has a good night and a good week. See you next time.